All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is me, Scrumptious, aka Armando, and we have arrived to the final, or not the finals, but the final top 8 of the
Yeah,
Hofstra Esports
it's
draft.
playoffs time, baby.
We
Here
are
we
in the
go.
playoffs. It's gonna get wild. People are gonna start dropping half each week until we reach the two pinnacle, the best of the season 4 draft league. It's gonna be amazing. It is me again, Scrumptious, with my fellow co-hosts.
Daniel.
And Denny.
No guest today. There's last minute apologies, but you know, it makes sense for just to be the three of us, considering one of us is about to die right now. Very shortly.
And I get to watch from the chair.
Yep. After this match, only one of us will be remaining in playoffs.
Yeah, or one of us
Yeah.
will continue having to prep against the next week opponent, and then the other one gets to sit back and just chillax for the rest of the playoffs. But yeah, I mean, we can get right into it if we want.
Yeah, why don't you guys discuss like what your thoughts went into this for team building?
Yeah, Armando, did you want to go first, or did you want me to go first?
I guess I could go first. So I did say last week that this matchup was going to be the matchup of cheese. So I decided, what is the best ways I can cheese Denny? So I also decided early on that if I was going to go down, I was going to go down with my GOAT Volbeat. I couldn't let him go another week without coming to another game. So I ran him essentially as an enabler for Volcanion to sweep. He was lefties with
Interesting.
Thunderwave, Brick Break, Rain Dance, and U-Turn. He's just gonna Rain Dance, U-Turn out, and then Volcanion is not defensive this week. He is scarfed, and he was just gonna click Terra Water Steam Eruption with Rain Dance. And I was hoping that would kill everything, or at least mostly everything. Obviously, if like Cacturn or something, or like Hisui and Gudra came in, they were gonna, stop that, but
Yeah.
preferably.
I wasn't bringing Cacturn into a thing that can use flamethrower.
Okay, but you have to understand, I wasn't gonna click Flamethrower this week, so I was preparing for the worst case scenario. I have a funny Light Ball, Fling, Unburden, Halucha with Acrobatics, Drain Punch, and Brick Break. Lefties, Reuniclus with Sub, Calm Mind, Focus Blast, Psychic, Focus Sash, Dragon Dance, Haxorus with Dragon Claw, Brick Break, and Iron Head in case of Morgrim. And then a very defensive max special defense plus special defense nature, Galarian Weezing with Toxic, Defog, Haze just in case Dance came, and Protect with Black Sludge.
So I have to ask Armando, was Light Ball Fling inspired by the story I told you about what I went against in Champions that one time?
Ironically enough, this was before I had thought about this. I think I saw something on Twitter that was like, this is the weirdest draft set I've ever made. I'm like, that's a good idea. And then you sent me that, and I'm like, in my head, it's like, does he know? As like, he's gonna experience it again.
I did not know.
It was funny in my head. I'm like, oh my god, he doesn't even know. He thinks I don't know this funny mechanic. But yeah. It was not inspired, but it was funny that you brought it up when I had already placed the team in my team builder.
That is very funny. So yeah, as for me, when prepping, I had a big 3 in terms of the threats I was worried about. There's your Halucha, the Volcanion, and the Golurk, which ended up not coming this week, but I was still very scared of it. So overall, as my starting point for the team, well, my first round pick this week, you might notice, is missing in Blastoise. Yeah, I wasn't bringing that thing in against Volcanion. Water Absorb, it just, I figured it wasn't going to go well, so Blastoise barely ended up being left behind. It was one of the last decisions made. So the focus point I started around was my longtime partner in my MVP, my Staraptor, which instead of Intimidate this week, I decided to run Reckless, going all in on the damage with Brave Bird, Double Edge, Close Combat, and U-Turn running the Choice Band. This thing was here to just go in and just hit things for a ton of damage and pretty much if I was against Hawlucha and in an event Hawlucha was like paralyzed or something or something to lower speeds, Staraptor was one of the main Hawlucha answers I had. There with that goal in mind. So, and speaking of paralysis, next up is my favorite 2-pointer around, Morgrim, who I feel has put in a lot of good value for me this season, and I was hoping it was gonna continue it here. As usual, I was running Thunderwave Imparting Shot. In terms of screens, I decided I had other stuff I was cooking up to deal with the special attackers, so I went with just Reflect, and instead I actually brought a damaging move this time in the form of Foul Play as a way kind of Haxorus was one of the big things in mind for that. So was Golurk, and then so I have something for Hawlucha and something for and something for Golurk here, but the big elephant in the room I was still worried about was Volcanion. So in comes the especially bulky Assault Vest Meloetta with Knockoff. I was running Hyper Voice Psychic Knockoff in U-turn on this. Because I was expecting the bulky Volcanion. I was like, I need to knock off the Assault Vest. So that's Meloetta's job. Tank hits and knock off the Assault Vest and hopefully deal some decent damage once the vest is gone. I didn't realize before I was starting for prep of this that Meloetta's special defense is actually the same base value as the special attack at 128. So this thing can really be bulky if you build it so, and so that's what I really leaned in on. Then, in terms of like who I wanted to lead and be a possible hazard setter, I was going a lot of back and forth between Diancie and Palisand. Ultimately, I ended up on Palisand. I just figured its ground coverage would be better, or it would be good into Wheezing on the chance you weren't running Levitate. We're running a different ability. Otherwise, it's Shore Up, Stealth Rock, Shadow Ball, Scorching Sands, and this thing also doubled as a big Golurk answer because I was thinking back as to what Golurk ran. I was like, okay, max defense, I could take Earthquakes. I'm immune to Dynamic Punch. Poltergeist is very scary, but I'm running no item on my Palisand to make Poltergeist fail. And any possible knockoffs would deal less damage as well, and I'd be able to outdamage it with my own Shadow Balls.
Devious, no item sand.
Yeah, it was really funny when Denny told me this earlier this week.
Yeah. So you're not the only one that was thinking up some cheese. And then the last few slots took a lot of deciding. Ultimately, I ended up with Focus Sash Frostmoth. I wasn't like really banking on getting a Quiver Dance up. I just figured just along with Assault Vest Meloetta having Ice Scales Frostmoth could be nice, and Ice Beam Bug Buzz Giga Drain is just good coverage to have. And finally, I needed a Choice Scarfer, especially with some of the speed like Hawlucha on your side, and the one coming for that ended up being Regidrago with Dragon Energy, Draco Meteor, Earth Power, and Dragon Pulse. I was pretty much figuring as long as Galarian Wheezing is removed by the time this comes in, Drago could kind of wreak havoc on your team with the Choice Scarf. So yeah, that's what I was running.
Oh yeah, another quick thing I want to preface is that obviously I thought Morgrim was scary. There's 3 Brick Breaks on my team across the 6 Pokemon.
Yeah.
Those screens were not getting up.
Good thing I wasn't planning on running them both then.
But yeah, we can get into the first match of round 1 of the playoffs where one commentator must fall.
Yeah.
Who will it be? Let's find out.
Let us get in.
Yeah, I was definitely surprised to see Volbeat, as you can see from the chat.
I would not bring shame to my Volbeat.
Well, you paralyzed my ground type here with that flaying maneuver.
That crit, unfortunate.
Yeah.
So I bring in my max special defense guy.
Yeah, Weezing comes in, and right away, based on no ability message, I realized you had to have been levitate.
Levitate, yeah.
It's funny, I had to switch right out because I only really have toxic as damage, and I can't toxic the thing that's paralyzed. So
Yeah.
yeah, Volbeat. It's Arceus's vessel this week.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I might not have been banking on equivalence up, but in front of this thing, I can maybe afford it.
Also, the fact that Volbeat did 41% there, kind of crazy.
Yeah. Another unfortunate full para.
Yeah, between Volbeat and Morgrim, there will be a lot of paras this game. When I saw that did
There's not a
42%, I'm like, oh my god, what do you mean? I'm Terra Water, I'm in the rain, I'm Volcanion, what is happening?
Assault Vest, baby! But surprised you were not Assault Vest, but Choice Scarf. Still an impactful knockoff nonetheless.
Yeah.
Yeah, just pretty much sacrificed Frostmoth here. I realized with it paralyzed like that, it wasn't going to be giving as much value. Weird. Turn out, went into my psychic immunity here.
Yeah, I was fine sticking in front of here because I was just gonna sub up and continue calm minding, but yeah, paralysis.
Speaking of the full paras, yeah, you weren't kidding when you said this would come down to who can out-cheese the other.
However, right now it's looking like Morgrim's a bit more of the cheeser here. He finally picks up
Yep.
the kill on Uniclus.
Morgrim getting a kill, baby!
Yeah, unfortunately I cannot para back because it is dark type and I am not.
Yeah. You can set the rain up, though.
You know, I kind of forgot Fairy resists bug.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid.
This fling
You
is
weren't gonna
low-key
try to
coming
expel
back
me
to bite
today.
me. I threw the funny
Yeah,
blow.
I pretty sure... I only self-collect there to pretty much force you
The defog, yeah.
to use a turn defogging. Defogging. I figured it had defog, it was going to be able to clear it. I'd just force you to either use a turn on that or deal with having rocks up.
Yeah.
And I was very happy to see that switch. So I go back into Morgrim in front of Haxorus, which, thanks to Eevila, it's able to still live after that Iron Head. You get a Thunder Wave off.
Unfortunate para.
Yeah.
Another unfortunate para.
And Morgrim took out so much of Haxorus's health before finally going down to the Brick Break.
It broke my sash too. which makes it so I can't
And
lift
Weezing's
it.
gone. I figured the stage was set for my Scarfer.
Oh my god, that's so sad. If it didn't break Sash, I could have done like a decent damage into that if I didn't get parried.
I switched it into Staraptor there because I did not want Regidrago getting paralyzed.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was like, that is the one thing that can ruin this plan.
Yeah, at this point, I just have to bank on Volcanion sleeping.
Which is still a very scary possibility.
Yeah.
I was surprised it still outsped Staraptor, and then I remembered I was paralyzed.
Yeah, that speed is halved, buddy.
Yeah.
Part of me's kind of surprised he sacked Meloetta there.
Yeah, I'm kind of not really sure. I guess I just like wanted to make extra sure. I guess I'm not really sure why.
Okay.
To be honest.
I mean, hey, it's playoffs. Differential doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, and it all came down. We were on that screen. Hofstra is Drago for a little bit, and I was like, okay, this just solely comes down to who outspeeds who here, Scarfer to Drago or Hofstra. I didn't realize until Armand and I were talking after the match. Unburden doesn't activate from you not having an item. You have to actively lose the item. So because Hofstra switched out earlier, it wasn't getting the Unburden speed boost, which is
Yeah,
the main thing I was scared of
Unburden
there.
goes away on Switch,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of big.
Yeah, which let Regidrago outspeed and get that Dragon Energy off to let me barely win this match. Very good game, Armando. Well played.
Yeah, a very good game. Looking back, it was so sad that double para on Haxorus made it so much harder
I know.
to win
Yeah.
against Drago.
Yeah, that was.
It is what it is, though. I did say it would come down to cheese.
I mean,
so-
honestly, even if Morgan went down before getting a foul play or reflect off transit, it was paralyzed already. Drago still would have outspent it, probably would have one shot with Dragon Energy.
No, I had Sash, though. That's what I mean.
Oh, true. You did have Sash.
But I guess I could have just got parried right after anyways, so.
Yeah.
It ultimately does not matter. Denny better cheesed me, better playered me, and he gets to move on to round 2 of the playoffs. Congratulations, Denny. I am now stress-free from the draft league.
Yeah.
And Staraptor got its look back
I'm the
for
one rooting with
Starly
this.
against Volbeat.
Yeah, he did get revenge for season 2 Starly. In that epic battle. But yeah, now honestly, I have the stress of still being in the playoffs going further on, but I'm still very happy with this in singles, which I'm definitely less experienced in than doubles. I at the very minimum have tied my placement from last season, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, we'd love to see it. We'd love to see it.
My condolences on your elimination, Armando, but in the end, it was me or you, buddy.
One of us had to go down.
Yeah.
At least I went down with my goal beat.
And it put in some pretty decent work in this match, too.
It did do a decent amount, yeah.
No.
Yeah, next up, we got the run back of Adeline versus Taco here from, was it week 1? All the way from week 1 to now the round 1 of
You feel like
playoffs.
I feel like this is the match we're like heading into it. I have like the least amount of idea of like how this can go. I feel.
Yeah, last time it was very close. So it's definitely like, it's not set in stone on what could happen here because both teams have like very good defensive mons and a lot of like pivoting and switching. So it really is gonna come down to like what's in front of what. And if Zoroark does its Zoroark things.
It's very possible here. Otherwise, this isn't really that big a departure from what we've seen these two teams run before. I guess Tackle Lover hasn't really brought Arcanine much, and has Adeline brought Chestnut that much?
At least a couple times, I think.
Yeah, Chestnut's shown up like 2 or 3 times, I think.
Okay, yeah, I'm checking the stats right now. Let me see. Oh yeah, Chestnut came to half the matches 4 times, and Taco Lover, Arcanine came 3 times. Okay, yeah, this is overall pretty par for the course on what we've seen from these teams. Actually, Flygon only showed up 3 times for Adeline.
Hmm.
For leads, I mean, I think for Taco side, it's probably either going to be
Hmm.
Zoroark or either the hazard setters with like your Qwilfish or Fortress. And on Iron
Probably.
side, I mean, Flygon gets rocks. I think Swampert also gets rocks. Chestnuts get spikes. So there's a couple of different ways where you can go there.
What does Adeline really have here as like a Zoroark counter?
Well, Talonflame
No,
gets the
honestly.
priority for its
Yeah,
flying move, at least.
that's about it, really.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, it would mainly just be like a battle of like out tanking it. Like Florges after a Calm Mind or two could definitely take Zoroark pretty well.
Yeah.
Maybe something's running
It
in
is
Sulfat.
interesting seeing Zoroark running a Steel Terra over a usual Terra Fairy this week.
It makes sense for Florges.
Yeah. Yeah, that Florges coming back with its good old reliable Terra Steel.
But yeah, it will be interesting to see how this run back goes for our next match of the round 1 of the playoffs. And to see who makes it on the other side of the bracket here to round 2.
Round 2. Fight. Oh, okay, that's the real Qwilfish switching in against the Electros. Eating up that Volt Switch pretty well.
You see Swampert coming in, let's go switch in, but yeah, Gyarados.
The real Gyarados. Will be immune to the Earthquake, makes sense.
Subbing up, could
And
start
gets a
Dragon
substitute
Dancing
up,
here.
oh boy.
It did not break the sub. Yeah.
Yeah, Electros comes back in. That Thunderbolt will break the sub, but will it let Gyarados get a Dragon Dance off? No, it just goes straight for Waterfall.
Yeah, you gotta switch out there.
That's Breloom.
It's good to know. Now you got it marked down with damage. And Rock Tomb, Chestnut eats this up.
But it does lower its speed, but then again, Chestnut's slow already.
You got the real Qwilfish.
Getting the Intimidate off.
See, Aerial Ace, Breloom was going to get assassinated there.
Yeah. But now Arthur has been toxic. Body Press will do a lot to Qwilfish, though. It's also crucially not affected by the Intimidate.
Ooh, but that speed drop is making it get outsped by Qwilfish here.
And the timer is ticking on Chestnut. Recognizing that, Adeline switches out to Talonflame. That just lets Qwilfish heal up even more.
Yeah, you do lose the possible Gale Wings.
Man, these 3 Intimidate users on Taco Lover's side. And this Arcanine can spread burns around too. You do not want to be a physical attacking team against this team, that's for sure. Waterfall deals a decent amount there, and that flip turn after the burn will barely scratch Gyarados as Florges comes in now.
Immediately
Moonblast
takes down
in-
the sub.
Yeah. As Arcanine switches in with those heavy-duty boots.
Makes sense here. It's resisting the Moonblast and it's doing a pretty decent chunk back to Florges here.
Yeah, good non-terra by Adeline there from this Arcanine.
Morning Sun.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
and
problem is that I
consistency.
think for Adeline, Arcanine is definitely gonna win this war of attrition here.
Yeah,
Mainly
but
just due to the fairy resist.
Yeah.
Calm Minds are not going to help you against the physical Arcanine. But yeah,
Yeah, I
Taco.
guess Taco switches coefficient, maybe hoping to bait out the Terra Steel to send Arcanine back
Oh,
in
the
later.
haze!
That's true, yeah.
Oh, and the toxic as well. Really not good for Adeline here.
Still, neither side has lost a Mon yet.
Yeah,
Yeah, both playing very carefully. I mean, it
Taco's
is the
pretty.
playoffs.
Never mind. I was gonna say Taco's pretty close to losing one, but pain split happened.
Yeah.
Pain splits the pain.
I friggin' hate this fish, man. It sucks.
Arcanine back in. But a well-timed switch from Adeline sets up Flygon pretty well.
Yeah.
It's probably going to eat this, but that was you.
Yeah, we could-
Yeah.
Probably seeing a rapid spin here, if I have to guess.
Let's see, Flamethrower maybe on Electros.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. Another hard switch.
Very wide.
Oh, it was
very
Volt
wide.
Switch, actually.
Yeah. So much pivoting here, it's insane.
Yeah.
Ooh, barely does not.
Wayward.
pick up the KO.
Ooh.
But if it Flare Blitzes, it might
Oh,
kill itself.
close.
Nope, in Morning Suns.
Some good patience there from Taco.
Heals right back up to full.
But yeah, I was risking taking like an earthquake or something here. Which is why the switch is
30% not
made.
bad.
The lefties
Again,
providing
Taco.
huge help for Taco here.
Yeah.
Getting these.
And the stealth rocks are
recoveries.
gone.
Well, Rapid's been
Yeah,
making me think that Zoroark is Sash.
Yeah.
Because most of the things have been running boots.
Yeah. There's the Dragon Dance.
Yeah, in front of Burn Swampert. It's very dangerous territory here.
Yeah, not much that Swampert could really do to this Gyarados.
You could see some snowballing here.
Especially with the sub setup, too.
Yeah. Ooh, EQ doing nothing here.
Yeah, even with
Oh.
the attack boost.
But the aerial ace doesn't do enough to break the sub.
Oh, man. And
Oh,
another
another
Dragon
Dragon
Dance.
Dance. Yeah, what's
The
up?
greedy dragon dance.
Yeah, I
Probably
guess
see like a waterfall here.
not
If I
wanting to
have to
take
guess.
Woodhammer recoil, but the Woodhammer recoil
Yeah.
wouldn't have done much against the sub.
There we go. There's the first
Yeah.
KO of the game.
I mean, with it being set up.
However, I
quickly,
could see some
yeah.
big snowballs here.
Yeah, we'll go to
Zoroark may
Electros.
not even have to come out. The 2x speed might just
Ooh.
mow through everything.
Yeah.
So like Swampert, I guess.
Yeah, but Swampert's burned. I don't know what it can really do to Gyarados.
Yeah. Oh. I think it's just over. I think it's just over. Oh.
Yeah, there goes
it's over.
Robinho.
Damn.
And yeah, it's just the Talonflame left.
That sucks.
Well,
Very well
in
played. from
preview we were
Taco,
questioning
though.
the value Gyarados has brought as a first-round pick. It has sure shown that value here today.
Yeah, Gyarados has done like nothing these past 8 weeks, and I guess he just locked in for the
He was
playoff.
storing all his power for this occasion.
Yeah. Yeah, really well played defensive game by both sides until that Gyarados was just able to be positioned just well enough to get those Dragon Dances up, and then it was off to the races from there.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really was just the aerial waste not breaking the sub there, allowing Taco to get another Dragon Dance up. Yeah, because I did help Adeline, like, not like fully build the team, but like give my best advice to what I think could work. And Electros was scarfed, so I'm of the belief that if it didn't Dragon Dance a second time, it would have outsped it there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But that second Dragon Dance just with aerial
It
Yeah.
definitely would have been a kill for
The
sure.
I think the aerial ace is really what sealed the deal.
Hmm.
Yeah, just with the Gyarados being at double attack and doubled speed.
Hmm. Yeah, Gyarados finally put in that work for being the first pick for Taco there. Finally
Yeah.
doing his due diligence on the team. And Taco moves on.
Congratulations to Taco Lover for moving on to the playoffs. To Adeline, thank you so much for joining us this season. I hope it's been a fun experience, and I hope to see you here again in the future as well.
Yeah, of course. If it's not for doubles, then for singles. Hopefully we can do something else just as fun for singles.
Yeah. We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
We still got a year, roughly.
And now to our 1 versus 8 matchup. We have our defending champ and reigning 1 seed Hunter against our number 8 seed in Waffle, who squeaked into the playoffs with a very impressive win over yours truly.
I was very confused for a sec because I did not see Poltegeist, and I'm like, why did Hunter bring 5 Pokemon?
It's just they're hiding behind the hammer.
Yeah, he's strong.
But yeah, we got some
Yeah.
pretty standard lineup for the most part from Hunter's side. No Bisharp, which is, makes sense. There's a lot of fire Pokemon. And the Lilliganus, of course.
Yeah, that's Suncore.
To see Indeedee come back for this week. Could see some Psychic Terrain stuff happening for the Iron Leaves there.
Yeah, which is running Terra Poison this time.
We see the return of Muck. Muck has returned to Goob.
For a second week in a row, running Terra Dark this time.
Yeah, and for the Iron Leaves, Poison is the Terra of choice this week.
Yeah, I like the Dark Terra on Muck. It's good against the Iron Leaves Indeedee duo and can even, in prevention value, like letting you resist like Poltegeist.
Mm-hmm. And like Tinkaton doesn't really like run play rough all that often. And if it does, it's like okay attack stat. It's mainly Gigaton Hammer that you have to worry about. So yeah, Dark Terra putting in good work for this matchup. And like if you like save your Terra, even against like Mandibuzz, you can't get Toxic stalled. So yeah,
and overall, I think
no Crawdaunt, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is very interesting.
Mr. Craw is
Instead we see Torkoal, which could honestly turn out to be a possible detriment because of Sandy Shocks on the other side.
Oh yeah.
Although aside from Sandy Shocks, I think Torkoal. Although aside from Sandy Shocks, I think Torkoal's otherwise like Torkoal and Typhlosion are otherwise positioned pretty well here.
Oh yeah. With especially with Tankaton and Iron Leaves, at least before Iron Leaves Terras.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the set on Torkoal is gonna have to matter a lot because other than setting up Sun here, it's gonna struggle. Like
I guess it's also a wrap. I guess it's also Waffle's main spinner as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, spin rocks.
I guess it makes sense because like the main rocks are Tinkaton here, and does Sandy Shock get rocks? I believe so.
Yes, it does.
I think it does. Yeah.
So
it gets either rocks or spikes, at least one of those.
Could just like not come as a lead if that's the case, because Torkoal is just gonna force it out. And I mean, if it's EV'd correctly, it might live in Earth Power from Sandy Shocks, but like that's kind of a gamble. Yeah, we do see the other typical, your Lilligant, the Goodra, the GOAT of Waffle's team, the Sniffer returning once more, and yeah, the Typhlosion, who definitely wants to get enabled by the sun here.
Yeah, I really like how Typhlosion's looking here. If Waffle can get rid of that Sandy Shocks.
Once Sandy Shocks is gone, yeah, Typhlosion go crazy.
Oh, did you want to change the speed back, by the way?
Oh yeah, you're correct.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Waffle vs. Hunter.
You see the Torkoal lead into Tinkaton. Tinkaton's not going to want to really stay in here.
I like this for Waffle.
Oh, the
Willow miss.
Oh, no.
Oh.
That's unfortunate.
Hate to see it.
Yeah.
Because Tinkaton definitely would have died to Eruption here. Or,
Ooh, interesting
yeah,
switch there into an Amorous.
Yeah, Boots and Amorous.
I guess predicting I guess predicting you're not going to be seeing a Tinkaton hammer into the Torkoal slot.
Yeah, probably predicting the
Yeah.
switch, because why would you keep Tinkaton in front of Torkoal a second turn in a row? But unfortunately, it did cost it to get hammered down.
DD sets up the Psychic Terrain
Oh, the Para
and
Hex.
the full Para.
I feel your pain.
That screen that you and I know too well now, Armando.
Yeah, full Para. It looks like Indeedee opting to
Expanding
just
Force
do its own damage here.
deals surprisingly good damage into what I'm assuming is Assault Vest Gudra.
No Boots.
Those boots being knocked off Mandibuzz could be could be pretty big down the line.
Yeah, Gudra could not win the battle there against trying to stall against Mandibuzz. I like that switch though. Yeah, can't be toxic.
Yeah.
Really. But the
But
Para,
that Mandibuzz was able to roost up.
it could have moonblasted right after. Oh, but it whopping 58% to Indeedee, but it does go down now.
Yeah. On the last turn of Psychic Terrain too. It's Mandibuzz switching in, not Sandy Shocks. Torkoal does get the Rapid Spin off to remove those Stealth Rocks.
The
He
Great
switches
Mighty
into the Great
Pooh.
Mighty Pooh, who is immune to the Toxic.
Is the Mighty Pooh gonna put in work here? It does get knocked off, so no lefties. No Black Sludge is
That's pretty
interesting.
big.
It's the same thing, but
Yeah, no,
yeah,
it's no Black Sludge because it's Terra Captain. It makes sense.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're very right.
Gong
Gong
Shot
Shot.
dealing a decent amount.
I
Good
wouldn't be
switch to
surprised
Tinkaton
if
there.
this thing's packing
Yeah.
like Fire Punch for the Sun boost. But it does opt to switch out, yeah, set up the Sun again. You see Thunderwave, no rocks.
Thunderwave will paralyze Torkoal.
At least not yet.
Yeah.
Didn't go for a knockoff.
Goodbye boots on Torkoal as he gets rocks up on the other side.
Do you
Mm.
believe Mandibuzz will die on switching? Because with that and the poison. So where was it at? So yeah, it will die to the Stealth Rocks.
Oh, and there it is.
After the poison? Poison? Never mind, I lied.
Oh. Okay.
He gets the defog right before it
defog.
dies here. Do you
So
agree
we'll
to
go down
Stealth
this
Rock?
turn since Hunter
Oh.
did not roost.
If Waffle went for a Stealth Rock, it did not matter because paralysis.
Yeah. Poltergeist comes out now,
The
though.
Pot of Greed. It's greeding up. It's shell smashing. Do we see White Herb? Uh-oh.
No White Orb.
We
It's
do not
gotta be
know.
Sashed.
Yeah.
Giga Drain.
No Sucker. Interesting.
The Tarot
Yep,
there
there's the
actually
sash.
made it take more damage because it would have taken less from Giga Drain.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that Focus Sash.
Ruh-roh.
Interesting to see knockoff.
Big there.
Or interesting to see Waffle switch out there. I feel like the unless Waffle's just not running Sucker at all.
Yeah.
I don't know why he would have switched out there. But
Sword Power.
yeah, unfortunately, it seems like it's kind of just
Wait,
over here.
Torkoal might be him or it might be her because no, never mind.
No.
And now it's back to Muck.
It's back to the big
Hunter
grinding.
was the greed maxing here, and
Yeah.
the greed unfortunately paid off.
Hunter Greed came off.
This is the greed they talk about in the Arceus tablets. It's so bad.
Yeah, and also
Yeah.
I saw some of the chatter after this game, and I did see Waffle lamenting about much.
Sorry, you're cutting out, Benny.
Back. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I saw some of the chatter after this match. I did see Waffle lamenting Sucker Punch being kind of removed last minute from Muck in favor of the Toxic.
Oh.
I mean,
that
the
sucks.
There.
Toxic was very good against the Mandibuzz, but what's it called?
Yeah.
Enamorous would have probably been pretty good for Mandibuzz if it didn't get para-hacked so many times.
Yeah.
But yeah. Just not having a good priority move for this thing when it can just be a problem like that. It happens.
Yeah, Hunter's Poltergeist strikes again.
Does indeed. But yeah, still a very good performance there from Waffle. I like the ideas at play here. I just think the Torkoal
Oh, yeah, definitely.
it's kind of rough into this matchup because it's
Yeah,
mainly
kind
just
of.
spinning.
It's also just pretty unfortunate about the one time Crawdaugh's left behind is the one time its Aquajet could have saved the day.
Very true, yeah. Mr. Crawl could have stopped the greed.
But then again, it also just kind of would have died to like a Verzian Leaf Blade too,
Yeah.
or Iron Leaf, sorry.
Yeah. But that's how playoffs be sometimes. Sometimes you just forget a Pokemon exists. Or forget how dangerous it is, especially with Hunter's team, with his walking
Yeah.
minefield of a team. But yeah, Hunter does move on. Hunter would be facing you, Denny, in round 2. And now to decide who faces Taco for the last match of round 1 of playoffs. Marcus versus Sam.
We have our 2 seed Marcus against Sam in the number 7 seed. Last time these two players fought each other, it was the Espathra show, as Marcus won in pretty dominating fashion that game. But let's see what Sam could have learned. We are seeing that Zoroark coming in this time, which I think is going to be a key player here.
Very, very big. No more Espathra problem. Like, I guess it can Dazzling Gleam, but like, you're probably running Sash and Zoroark anyways. Or like Boots or something. So it shouldn't hopefully be a problem. So Zoroark should be enough. And Zoroark can get up to a lot of shenanigans here with what it wants to copy, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Otherwise, Marcus is bringing pretty much the old standard, just dropping Moltres for Espathra.
Yeah.
We see Rhydon running Terra Fire this week.
You can already see that for Alligator licking its lips.
So, yeah.
Low kicks remaining on Terra Bug, but low kicks might have to watch out. Might have to watch out here between Infernape and the Terra Fire, possibly with Terra Blast right on, and Noivern.
Yeah, there are a lot of resistances here. Obviously, they don't matter because of the tinted lens, but it's still less damage you're going to be taking.
True. And possible super effective hits too.
And like even like with like Inferno specifically, like Mach Punch kind of forces you to click first impression with low kicks. You can't really afford to just click U-turn.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do see the Sam has definitely brought some good prep here, but will it be enough to fight the just dangerous team that Marcus brings every week? But yeah, let us get into the final match of round 1. Let us begin.
Here we go. We're seeing the Donphan leads against what might be Weezing, might be Zoroark.
The Will-O-Wisp right off bat.
To the rocks. Decidueye switches in without boots and gets knocked off.
The burn makes it so that Sturdy is like a non-factor. Ooh, the crit. Pretty important there because it would not have been a 2-hit KO.
Yeah. He goes for the defog instead of trying to secure the KO. Switching to what I'm pretty sure is the real Weezing. Yeah.
Gunk Shot, oh, doing a whopping 70% there.
And poisoning.
Kind of huge.
Donphan switches back in here.
Oh, this thing was willing to toxic. Oh my god, both Weezings this week were ready to toxic stall. But it does miss its skunk shot, which is unfortunate, as it sets up stealth rocks.
You're seeing the switch back to the Decidueye,
Yeah.
who gets knocked off again, but this time without an item.
Yeah, just go for the kill at this point.
Ooh, yeah, Donphan takes a lot there.
Oh, it barely
Oh!
lived.
Oh my
The
god,
roll.
the burn.
Holy roll plus burn plus no item. Like literally perfect conditions here.
Yeah,
Hopped into
there we
default
go.
there,
The
get a
Decidueye goes
good
down, the
kill.
first knockout of the game.
Yeah, starting off very slow, but
But
I feel like once these Pokemon start falling, it's gonna start picking up. We just see Inferno.
Yeah, it's gotta be in Mach Punch range.
Oh, Mach Punch.
Oh
That's
my
definitely
god.
banded. Oh, Omega banded. Holy.
And a good switch with Noivern there, which still takes a pretty decent amount from Liquidation for a resist.
Mm.
As Boom Burst will just take that down. Now Rhydon's looking really good.
This is probably Zoroark.
If I had to guess, probably. Pathway gets the Calm Mind and the speed boost.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Well,
Zoroark.
I mean,
alright.
Weezing does get Dark Pulse, but it's probably Zoroark.
Yeah.
Especially we
Just
saw
the
Weezing
fact
use
that it's
Gunk
back
Shot
to full.
earlier.
Also the fact that it's back to full health.
Yep.
Yeah.
Seems Marcus did not realize
Ooh,
that,
big crit there
unfortunately.
too.
It would have killed either way.
Can you flinch through the skies? Because that would be.
I don't know. It was +2.
Yeah, previously when it was +2, it dealt a lot more than 29% though.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Now it comes right on. Terrifier
The
to
thing is
resist a
broken,
possible
but
play rough.
Yeah,
Mark is
makes
still
sense.
opting the Swords Dance here as it curses.
Interesting setups here.
Head's definitely living that freaking +1
Ooh.
defense and
Yeah.
Eelektrik. Oh yeah. Oh, right on.
Working out though, yeah.
Because that +1 defense is gonna help it against low kicks that could come in.
Yeah, especially being
Donphan
Terrifier,
gets
it
rid of the
resists.
Eviolite.
I do like
Especially
that
being
because
Terrifier, it resists first impression.
Mhm.
Yeah, crucially though, this Eviolite is gone.
Yeah, that's pretty smart.
Yeah.
You set up
But-
low kicks to do
But
your
low
thing.
kicks is pretty much not safe until this thing is removed, but Sylveon's not able to get it done
I
there.
would probably
Yeah.
switched in Sylveon there first. I would have probably done low kicks first impression, then switch out. Because now you're stuck into like U-turn or I guess Leech Life. Yeah, that
Yeah.
works too. Because the Wish doesn't really do much for you there, and yeah. it's
Oh, yeah, Raging Fury just takes down low kicks. And in a big upset, we see Sam advancing to the semifinals, and
Yeah.
number 2 seed in Marcus will be going home after round 1.
The
Huge
prep
upset
was
there.
It showed. The prep was amazing this week.
Yeah.
Did we give away too much in our playoff preview, maybe? Because I remember we were talking about Zoroark doing well into his Pathra.
I'm sure he would have figured it out anyways.
Yeah.
But that's
Dark type does do pretty good against Psychic
Yeah.
type.
Yeah. And being able to disguise yourself on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, if Mark
Yeah,
had
very
watched
well
the
done,
playoff
Sam.
preview, he would have known to expect Zoroark. So it's kind of like
True.
a double-bladed sword, you know.
True.
Yeah.
The information's readily available to everyone. That's why you gotta watch every week.
Yes, we need our views up.
Yeah,
We're not even monetized, but we need the views.
we can't be monetized if we don't get views, guys. We can't just have all the views be when
True.
Hunter shows up. This is a repeating pattern now. Every Hunter video has hit 50
Yeah.
views and more.
Dude, maybe we just need to invite Hunter to be a permanent guest.
Maybe I need to put him in the thumbnail. I need to put him in the title. As we're gonna clickbait Hunter just to
Yeah,
get views.
playoffs week 1, Hunter versus the world.
The description reads Hunter, 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 Hunter.
Dude, it's like that one show, Hunter x Hunter.
No way. But yeah, that will be the last game of the round 1. We can look into the matchups for round 2 going in.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, we've lost
Yep, we
4
have.
soldiers today, unfortunately, but that is how draft goes. Being me, Waffle, Adeline, and Marcus going down in round 1.
Yeah, only 4 remain now. We have Taco Lover against Sam, and we have a rematch of last year's semifinals, me versus Hunter.
No.
Yeah, Hunter's already beaten me once this season, but I've grown and learned since then.
As we've
So-
learned, the runbacks are
I
always
can
the
deal some
harder
damage.
matchups.
Yeah,
A lot harder to win the
have
runback.
Taco and Sam faced each other at all this season?
Let's see. No, they have not.
Ooh, okay.
That'll be
So a
interesting.
brand new matchup on our other semifinal.
A brand new matchup, and then a runback from this season, and also the playoffs of last season. So you love to see it.
Yeah.
Exciting matches to look forward to for the round 2 of playoffs. So make sure to stay tuned. It has been a lovely set of matches this week. Lots of sadness, lots of para hacks, but we move on. It has been me, Scrumptious, aka Armando, here with my wonderful co-host today.
Daniel.
And Denny.
No double Denny this week, and that will be us signing off. Make sure to stay tuned for next
Thank
week.
you.
We will be
Yes.
Yes,
clickbaiting
thank you
Hunter.
so much. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.